The seventh tip might feel strange at first, because it flips everything you've been taught about how change works. We're told to wait for evidence before we believe, to wait for results before we celebrate, to wait for success before we start acting successful. But that mindset keeps you locked in the very reality you're trying to escape. Joe Dispenza teaches that you can't create a new life from the same level of identity that built the old one. If you want your outer world to change, your internal state has to shift first, and not just in thoughts, but in how you feel, move, and show up. Right now. Jacobo Grinberg would say that your consciousness emits a frequency that shapes the field around you. When your thoughts, emotions, and behavior align with the version of you who already has what you want, the field begins to reorganize in your favor. Carl Jung understood this in symbolic terms. The archetype you embody determines what you attract. If you stay stuck in the story of the struggler or the outsider, life keeps reflecting that back to you. But if you step into the energy of the sovereign, the healer, the creator, everything around you starts to shift. Here's the hack. Without forcing anything, begin to embody the version of you who already has what you want. Not just in your mind, but in your tone, your posture, your daily rhythms. If you were already loved, how would you carry yourself? If you were already free, how would you walk into a room? If you were already abundant, how would you speak about money? You're not pretending. You're collapsing the gap between who you are and who you're becoming. And when that gap disappears, so does the waiting. You don't need more theories. You need alignment. The kind that lives in your nervous system, in your habits, and in how you show up when no one's watching. These 7 principles aren't meant to be consumed.